If you have a child in your life, there's a good chance he or she has asked you to read their copy of Pinkalicious, the picture book about an imaginative young girl who loves the color pink. The series has sold 30 million copies and spent more than 109 weeks. That's right, 109 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Now there's a new book in the Pinkalicious universe. So here to talk with us more about it is author and artist Victoria Can. Thank you so much for talking to us today. And Victoria, let's get right to it. Tell us about Rubylicious. Who exactly is she?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you, talking to you about my new book, Rubylicious. Ruby, kids have asked me, they're very, very passionate about color, and they asked me to come up with a story about the color red. So I thought about what is red? And I thought scarlet and crimson, and then I thought ruby. What could be more fun and more sparkly than ruby? And ruby is also a name. So I created a character named Ruby who comes to Pinkalicious and Peter and grants them, and this is what she looks like in the beginning of the book, and she grants them one wish.
Oh, wow.
Which is sort of difficult. What would you wish for if you had only one wish?
So your purpose here is to teach some life lessons to kids in a way that's fun and engaging, that they can really grasp onto. What are you hoping kids learn about Pinkalicious here?
Ruby is very anxious and very fearful in everything she does. And even though she says she's going to grant a wish, every time Pinkalicious and Peter say, you know, I want to wish for this, I want to wish for a mountain of sweets, Ruby's like, that's a terrible wish. And she's very, very anxious. And then they wish for a flying machine. She's like, that's an awful wish. And she shows them what their wish looks like and then the reality of their wish. So Pinkalicious and Peter learn to be very generous and very kind. And they think about what could they really do with their wish? So they decide to give their wish to Ruby, to help Ruby be less fearful. So they're very generous and they're very kind. So it's an important lesson. So there are a lot of teachable moments in this book. And I think based on where we are in the world today and everything that we go through and how much anxiety kids have today, I mean, there's such a weight on their shoulders. It's a really important book to read with your kids.
I get it. I see that. Obviously, we've talked about how popular the books are. Why do you think kids love the books?
I really try to connect with the heart of children. All of my books, whether or not it's my books or my TV show or the musical, they're all about empowering children through love to be creative, to be curious, and to be imaginative. You'll see in my books and in the show, there are no computers, there are no cell phones. It's all about being inventive and being very hands-on. And I think kids, that really, really resonates with children.
Well, so let's continue to open that door a little bit. If people want to get Rubylicious or any of the other books you've written, how do they do that?
You can get it wherever books are sold, but I really recommend you go to the website, Think Pinkalicious. You can buy the books on that website, and most importantly, you can also download lots of activities for kids, coloring pages and word searches and things that will be really, really fun for you to do with your kids, and that's thinkpinkalicious.com.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Victoria, thank you so much for talking to us this morning, and best of luck.